Check this out.
Hello my beautiful superheroes, and thank you for tuning in. As you all know, I love Lululemon, I love Nike, Adidas, sportswear in general. That's kind of my jam. And I always talk how you want to invest in it, you want good quality, but the biggest thing, if you're going to invest in it, spend your money, you want to make sure you keep the quality and it doesn't get wrecked. So I thought some care tips would be great with Lululemon, Nike, your shoes, and just in general. I'm more focused on Lululemon because I find those are like, you've got to be the most careful with, but this applies for Nike and Adidas and Lauren and Jane and all those other brands. And then some shoe care as well. So let's go straight to it. Here's number one care tip. Wash them every time you sweat. And this isn't really care for the clothes, but this is for you. You shouldn't wear any workout gear after you've already sweated in it, because that's how you can get acne. That's how you can get they start to stink, and it's really hard to get the odor out. And also if you have a discoloration or anything from your sweat, if you have makeup on anything, the more times you wear it without washing it, the harder it is going to be to come out. So wash it after you sweated it every single time. This is the biggest tip they always tell you if you buy Lululemon. Wash Lulu with only Lulu. That being said, I have watched it with very similar ideas. Nike, Adidas, those kind of clothes as well. Lauren and Jane, they're all quite the same material. So you can wash those together, but I would never wash them with any other products or really cheap fitness gear. When in doubt, just wash Lululemon with only Lulu, just to play it safe. Number three, wash in cold water. First of all, you're saving the environment. Second, that is less damaging on them. On that note, I always hand dry mine. You can put them on a low setting, like low heat tumble, but you know what? Once again, saves the environment. It's a lot less impact. It's cheaper for you, and it just prolongs the wear of them. I've always hang dried mine. I've never experienced any kind of pilling or stretching, so hang dry them. Now here is a trick, speaking of washing, for your runners. If you're too lazy to clean them, honestly, your Nike Frees, just throw them in the washing machine and let them dry out. That works. You can toss them in the dryer as well. I just let them, I guess not hang dry, I just lay dry. So there's a tip if you want a quick way to wash your runners. I personally take the laces off and wash them like separate. Now for your running gear, a lot of times they have zippers, Velcro, those kind of fancy just designs and details. Always be careful with those. Always make sure your zippers are zipped. If it's Velcroed, it's Velcroed onto something or it's covered. And worst comes to worst, wash items that have zipper and Velcro separately so it doesn't risk wrecking the other items, because that can be detrimental. If you get a Velcro on your Lulu, it's gonna get all fizzy and pilly and it's just awful. Here's another tip for runners. White runners are in. I love white runners. Everyone's scared to get them. There is products you can buy that help spot clean them. Here is the product I use from Browns. It's $6. It's worked awesome. You punch it in, you kind of, this gel comes out of it, you scrub it away, and it works great to keep your white things white. Or you can use a Mr. Clean magic erasers. Those work as well to keep your white shoes white. Another tip for the runners, after you wear them, open them up wide as you can and let them breathe. Do not leave them in your gym bag. Do not have them cramped up, still tied up, because that's just going to keep the moisture and smell in there. If you want to avoid the stench, keep them wide open, let them breathe. Now, if you get a stain in your Lulu or your Nike and a lighter color ones, I've never done this with white, but I've done this with like really light colors. I've got an ink before. Run your tub with hot water, put it in there with OxiClean and let it soak. Let it soak for like overnight, then in the morning, rub it, let it soak some more, then rinse it out completely, and then let it dry. And I have gotten stains out of Lululemon like this. So there's another tip. Another tip, you can wash the Lulu headbands, Nike headbands, all those headbands in with your other stuff. That's something that really leads to acne. I can find if you sweat a lot with your headbands and continue wearing them, it's just sweat pressed against your forehead. So throw them in the wash, super simple. Now those annoying cups. What do you do with them? What they've said is you want to remove them and wash them separately by hand, and that will help them keep them shape. Confession time, I've never done that once. I just throw them in separately. I just take them out, throw them in. Yeah. Do as I say, not what I do. Another tip for Lululemon, wash brights with brights and darks with darks. So if you are like me and you have a lot of fitness clothes to wash continuously, wash all your bright things, so your neons, your pastels all together, and then all your darks, your navy blues, your olive greens, your grays, your blacks, all those together. And I find just keeping those separate is a good way to maintain their color. And one last hack I'm gonna keep you with your running shoes, we're going back to, is that if you don't want to do all those other things I mentioned, you don't want to wash them, you don't wear them out, After you wear them, just sprinkle them some baking soda. You can use Febreze, but Febreze is overpriced compared to baking soda, and it's an easy way to get rid of the stench. Interesting fact, look up how Febreze used to be marketed. It was originally marketed scent-free, but no one bought it. And the marketers put scent in it, which made people buy it. So, cool little fact you can look into if you're interested. So there are some tips I have about maintaining the quality of your fitness gear, your runners, and your Lululemon. I know you guys like the lookbooks and try-ons. Let me know any other questions you guys kind of have about fitness clothing and all that kind of stuff, and I'd love to help you guys out with that just because it's something I do love. I love fashion in general, but I do love fitness and fashion, and yeah, so hopefully you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below if you have any other tips about washing your Lululemon or Nike or your runners. I love to hear new ones that I can feature in future videos. Thank you for tuning in every single time you guys do. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you got something out of this video that maybe taught you something else you didn't know before. So thank you for tuning in, my beautiful superheroes. I love you all.